So, good day everyone. I'm Nilearn Cruz from PTV 3B FSMA. So, today we're going to discuss the different types of coffee grinds and the different levels of coffee roasting. So, we're going to discuss the types of coffee grinds and the different levels of roasting. But first, so, what is coffee roasting? Roasting coffee transforms the chemical and physical properties of green coffee beans into roasted coffee products. The roasting process is what produces the characteristic flavor of coffee by causing the green coffee beans to change in taste. So, this roasting process, mas dinidevelop niya yung coffee beans into greater taste. So, next is types of coffee roasting. So, na-define na natin kanina yung roasting. So, meron tayong two types of coffee roasting. We have drum roasting and the hot air roasting. So, i-discuss natin yan sa mga next slide. So, drum roasting. Drum-type roasting machines roast the coffee beans as they tumble in a rotating drum that typically heated by gas or wood. So, yung drum roasting, nilalagay doon yung coffee beans sa drum. Then, umiikot to, nagpo-produce din siya ng heat because of gas or woods. So, yung example, ang drum roasting natin is ito. So, ayan. Ito yung drum roasting natin na example. Lahat ng bean nasa isang drum. So, next is hot air roasting. So, what is hot air roasting? Hot air roasting, roast the coffee brands as they tumble on a current hot of air. So, yeah. Hot air roasting. So, sa air lang siya. Unlike sa drum, meron siya drum. So, ito example natin ng hot air roasting. So, next natin is the different levels of roasting. So, sa different level of roasting, usually meron tayong dapat apat. Light roast, medium dark roast, then dark roast. But, ang gagamitin lang natin is light roast, medium roast, and the dark roast. So, yeah. Yan. Yan yung example ng mga roast beans. So, it depends sa pag-roast natin kung gusto natin gawing dark, light, depende sa taste na gusto natin. So, yan yung mga example ng roast. Meron tayong light roast, dark, and medium roast. Yan. So, di-discuss natin yan. So, trivia about roasting. So, did you know that roasting uses heat to trigger chemical reactions within the coffee bean, followed by rapid cooling to stop the process and prevent over-roasting the beans? There are 5 main stages to the coffee roasting process. During the drying or yellowing stage, the chlorophyll in the coffee bean begins to break down. So, sa roasting, iniingat din yan kung ano yung range na gusto natin sa coffee bean. So, depende na lang kung gusto natin ng light roast. So, dapat hindi siya ma-over kasi magiging dark roast siya. So, meron tayong mga process na sinusundan or procedures. So, these are the degrees of roasting coffee beans. So, kapag light roast, ang gagamitin nating temperature or degrees is 193 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. When it comes to medium roast naman, 250 degrees Celsius or 380 degrees Fahrenheit. So, while the dark roast, kailangan natin ng 218 degrees Celsius or 425 degrees Fahrenheit. So, para ma-achieve natin kung ano yung roast na gusto nating i-achieve, meron tayong sinusundan na degrees or temperature when it comes to light roast, medium, and dark roast. So, sa level of roasting, meron din tayong equivalent na shelf life. So, sa number 1, light, pale, or New England roast, ang shelf life niya is 21 days, while the medium, city, or American roast, ang shelf life niya is 14 days. Then, the full or high or Viennese roast, 10 days. And the espresso or French-Italian roast, ang shelf life niya is 7 days. So, sa light roast. So, sa light roast, yung second table, nagde-determine siya ng characteristics. So, ang characteristics ng light roast is light brown in color, not shiny. Next one is light body and no oil. Beans are quite dense, difficult to split, and not brittle. So, yung third table naman, nagde-determine siya ng flavor. So, yung flavor ng ating light roast is higher level of acidity than darker roast, toasted grain taste, and delicately nuanced flavors and aroma, likely to be sweet in flavor, retain most of the caffeine from the coffee bean. And then, yung kanina sinasabi ko, itong fourth table is nagde-determine siya ng common name. So, yung light roast, tinatawag din siyang light city, half city, cinnamon roast, or roasted just before the crack, or the New England roast. So, yan yung ating light roast para ma-determine natin siya if light roast yung ating ginagawa or ano yung ine-expect natin sa light roast. So, next natin is the medium roast. So, yung second table natin, nagde-determine ulit siya ng characteristics, which is sa medium roast, ito ay medium brown shade, more body than the light roast, and no oil, slightly more brittle, little smoother texture. So, kanina sa light roast, medyo light yung, actually light talaga yung color niya, unlike dito sa medium roast na medyo darker na siya. So, sa third table naman, yung kanyang characteristics na flavor is milder level of acidity, exhibiting more balanced flavor, aroma, and acidity, and also higher level of bitterness than light roast, and caffeine is somewhat decreased. So, sa last table naman niya, nagde-determine siya ng common names. So, sa medium roast, also called as regular roast, American roast, city roast, and the breakfast roasts. So, let's move on to the dark roast. So, same with the second table, nagde-determine siya ng characteristic, which is sa dark roast, dark shade of brown to black with lower density, brittle, smooth in texture, appear shiny and oily, unlike sa light roast na no oil. Then, dito naman tayo sa third table na nagde-determine ng kanyang flavor. So, sa dark roast, low levels of acidity, have a better and smoky or even burnt taste, high levels of bitterness when compared to light or medium dark roast, and the caffeine is substantially decreased. Maybe because burnt yung taste niya kasi 'di ba? Sa pagro-roast natin is mas mataas yung temperature na kailangan natin kapag sa dark roast. So, kaya siguro ganun yung lasa niya na mas mapait siya or bitter dahil mas matagal siyang ni-roast, then mas mataas yung temperature niya unlike sa ibang types or level of roasting. So, just like the other levels of roasting, yung light and medium, meron din tayo sa dark roast na common name sa kanya or usually na tinatawag din sa kanya, which are the French roast, Italian roast, espresso roast, continental roast, New Orleans roast, and the last one is the Spanish roast. Yan. So, yan yung dark roast. So, for the better understanding, I have this visual representation of different levels of roasting. So, yan yung light, medium, and dark roast na makakompare mo. Sa light roast, medyo may pagka-cream or lighter siya kaysa sa mga sumunod na coffee beans. So, yan. Madali lang naman siya i-identify. Kapag dark, mas bitter, light, sweeter. So, that's all for today. The different types of coffee grinds and the levels of coffee roasting. So, again, see you on the next lesson. Bye. Thank you.